Over the course of human history, we have amassed an extraordinary volume of knowledge about the universe around us. However, beyond our planet and its existence, we only understand 5% of the cosmos. An unknown world of new particles and forces lie within the remaining 95%, waiting to be discovered. Unfortunately, sometimes the discoveries we make leave us with more questions than they do answers. Visualize a place that is nothing but a void, a vast expanse of space that is millions of light years wide and contains nothing. Well, these spaces have been discovered by scientists, and they defy all reasoning. The distance of 330 million light years is beyond the comprehension of our limited minds, but recent news reports indicate that scientists have found something at this distance. In this video, we will explore the gap in the universe that defies all logic, popularly known as the Boots Void. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. There is a hole in the universe that is 330 million light years across and beyond the reach of reason. Why is this hole in space so fascinating to academics and enthusiasts when there are so many others? The Boots Void is a phenomenon that puts scientists on edge. In 1981, Robert Kirchner and astronomers from the University of Michigan put a lot of effort into calculating the redshifts which determine how fast something is leaving the planet. Redshift can be used to determine distance because as the universe expands, a galaxy travels more swiftly the farther it is from Earth. Kirchner and his team developed a three-dimensional model of the universe using this phenomenon. This map was beginning to take shape when something strange was noticed. There was emptiness 700 million light years from the Earth. It was an area with very few observable galaxies. Greg Aldering, an astronomer, believes that the size of the vacuum is such that if the Milky Way had been at the center of the Boots Void, it would have taken us until the 1960s to discover the existence of other galaxies. Other astronomers soon found that there aren't many galaxies in the void. The discovery of 8 galaxies in the vacuum was reported in 1987 by Robert Kushner, Mac Alpine, along with other associates. In 1988, Michael Strauss and John Hutra revealed the finding of 3 additional galaxies, whilst in 1989, Greg Aldering, Robert Krishna, and Marks revealed the discovery of 15 galaxies. By 1997, the Boots Void was reported to have 60 galaxies in a space that would ordinarily roughly hold 2,000. This raises questions such as why do these spaces exist, and what caused the void? We can look to our universe for answers because its origin is believed to hold the key to the mystery. Right from the beginning, all of the universe's matter was firmly packed together. We are aware that galaxies are organized in a form like a web because surveys have been successful in mapping the universe. In our universe, most galaxies are found in long filaments that spiral through space. When these structures combine, they create cluster regions that are more densely packed with galaxies. Among these threads, there are empty spaces with hardly any galaxies. These voids, which make up around 80% of the observable cosmos, range in size from 30 to 300 million light years. By examining big structures, astronomers can obtain a peek into what the universe looked like during its early times as smaller clumps of matter started to organize themselves into galaxies. While the cosmos was expanding rapidly, these quantum-level disturbances eventually covered hundreds of millions of light years. More elaborate versions of Kirchner's map are now possible thanks to technological advances and telescopes. A dark energy survey that has mapped out a quarter of the southern sky examines approximately 300 million galaxies. The Boots Void is notable in that it isn't particularly significant. As scientists assert, it is simply a void. Yes, it is the biggest one we are aware of, but that doesn't make it special because we could find a bigger void later. Curiously, there are usually huge holes in the Boots Void. The prevalence of walls, filaments, and voids suggests a consistent structure for the early cosmos. The Big Bang didn't create an energy cloud. Instead, the resulting universe was already divided into a structure similar to our own. The only difference was in the concentration. We can be certain that this structure didn't just appear in the middle of the Boots void. It must have been there before. For instance, if it contains a lot of material, the material has not yet had a chance to reach the void's margins. To put it another way, if the cosmos had started off homogeneous, enormous holes like that would not have existed. To go to the edges, you would have needed to move faster than light. It couldn't have happened because that is impossible. Although the earliest structure would not have been composed of galaxies and stars, but rather individual atoms, it would still have the same general shape. This shape has gotten bigger over time. The voids have gotten even larger as a result of the clouds collapsing to create stars and galaxies in the shape of enormous filaments and walls. Quantum fluctuations, which are exceedingly minuscule and much smaller than what we can currently observe, are what gave the emptiness its original structure. We can grasp these spontaneous fluctuations that shape our understanding of fundamental physics by studying the universe. An illustration would be if you were curious about the characteristics of ink and drew an image on a balloon before inflating it to a gigantic size. When this is done, you will see details on the inflated balloon that can provide information on the features of the ink. Hence, it lets us examine the inherent characteristics of the ink. Researchers want to understand how such a bizarre region of space may have developed. According to computer simulations, smaller voids, which are much more common, are drawn closer together by galaxies due to gravitational attraction. In response to the demand for an explanation, a new idea has emerged that asserts that the mingling of smaller ones produces supervoids. Scientists have discovered that galaxies within voids have a peculiar tubular structure, which is most likely a crucial clue to their formation. They hypothesize that this is similar to how soap bubbles combine to form a single massive bubble. As a result, the Boots void is the result of smaller voids interacting. Photographs of Barnard 68, a dense nebula that blocks out light, have been linked to the Beauty's void. These images are noticeably darker than those of the Boots emptiness because Barnard 68 is closer and has fewer stars in front of it. Additionally, it is a physical mass that prevents any light from passing. Supercomputers can now produce detailed simulations of the universe's evolution from the earliest moments after the Big Bang to the present day. By comparing these maps and simulations, astronomers can gain a clearer understanding of the past condition of the cosmos. Of course, comparing them to contemporary discoveries and technological advancements shows how radically different they are from what we observe today. The Boots emptiness is regarded as the universe's most paranormal location, but there is still much to learn about this cosmic occurrence. Until then, if we continue down the right path, we may be astonished by a great deal more voids. That sums up our video for the day. Leave a comment to let us know what you think about this remarkable discovery. As always, if you enjoyed this video, watch also the next video on your screen, which explores the terrifying discoveries made by the James Webb Telescope on Proxima b. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos.